collectively, this is our best day.
I can give you that. You're a better looking dude than me right now. But if you want to compare 30 and me, 30 me versus 30 you,
heavy?
I don't think so either. All right, we'll see. All right, let's get to Baltimore, where the Ravens won their 5th straight game Sunday in the blowout against the Bengals. Lamar Jackson threw 3 touchdown passes and rushed for just under 100 yards, becoming the only quarterback in NFL history with 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons. Baltimore clinched the playoff spot, but after the game, Lamar said, quote, "It's just the beginning for us." So, Acho, are you convinced it's just the beginning for the Ravens?
Bro, I'm absolutely convinced. Like, it is just the beginning of the end.
I just knew you couldn't believe in the purple of the Ravens.
No, I hate that I now have to hate on Lamar because it comes off as hate, even though I'm really just speaking my own truth. True. But it is the beginning for the Ravens. It's the beginning of the end. I look at it like this. Last year, Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, he knew he had to step up. More importantly, Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator, he knew they needed a big game out of him and Harbaugh. What happened in that game? Again, Derrick Henry went crazy, 150-plus yards, closer to the 180s. Then all of a sudden this year, Ravens, it's time to get your revenge. You about to see them Titans again. That same Titans that knocked you out of the playoffs last year, kept you from your dreams. Derrick Henry, 130 yards again, and the Titans win. So, Sel, in this 3 matches, I like to call it, in this 3rd time in which they are facing each other, how you want me to sit here and bank on hope? Bank on a dream. Bank on a wish. I just can't do it. So, last 4 weeks, Derrick Henry averages 177 yards rushing. But I'm also, in my first lap, because I don't know how many laps I'm going to give you right now. I know how many jabs I feel like throwing. But if we're being really real, this year the Titans have a better quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. Titans have a better running back in Derrick Henry. Titans have 2 better receivers than the Ravens' best receiver. So I don't know what you're looking at to say that, oh, it's the beginning for the Ravens. They're going to get past this team, which they haven't gotten by the last 2 times.
Oh, good take, good take. I heard a little fear at the end. I don't know what you are looking at.
I wonder. I changed my voice so they can feel that.
Yeah, because you know there's a way in to convincing you, and I'm about to go in that way. Acho. 2 things at play right here. Because I am believing Lamar and the Ravens, this is just the beginning. It's not about what they do, is what coaches always tell us. It's about what we do.
That's correct.
You said that in the A block. I had to regurgitate that just to remind you that if you look at this team in terms of mindset, the Ravens, oh, they're a different team than they were last year. Let's talk about going into the playoffs as a 14-2 squad. That they even said post-game after losing, we didn't take them as seriously as we should. I don't know if that was too much player speak, too much keeping it 100, somewhere in between. But all I know is they got smacked in the mouth and lost to the Titans 28-12. Derrick Henry, 30 carries, 195 rushing yards and a touchdown. Okay, now let's talk about what happened this year. This is not a team going into the playoffs with a 14-2 hold on and rest mentality. They're in a do or die all of December, and they're in a must-win mindset. So now they go into the playoffs this year, and guess what? They're going to be different because it's about what they're going to do, not so much what Tennessee can do. But they played each other earlier this year. I think you made mention of that.
Yes, sir.
28 carries, 133 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown in overtime by that same Derrick Henry. And they lost that game in overtime 30-24. Oh, I hate to be this guy because this is who I am as a father with my son.
So you hate to be who you are?
No, well,
you just said I hate to be this guy because that is who I am.
Because it's a stage and it's not ultimate. I like to be absolute with my kids, but sometimes I got to respect what stays there. My son, when he struggles through a couple of things, but he's getting better, it's all about encouragement because I know he's about to finally get what he wants. He's about to attain that goal. You go from 28-12 loss, regular game last year in the playoffs. Then you go 30-24. They barely beat you in overtime. You start to control Derrick Henry better. What do you think is going to happen now going forward? You're playing your hottest football of the season. You have a different mindset, and you see that same opponent where it looks like, at least on paper, at least to my son, that he's getting better against that same adversity. I am now proposing that with this new mindset and the fact that they've already been in playoff mode mentally, oh, it's going to pay dividends once they see Derrick Henry this week.
I like your mentality. You have the mentality of a father. Encourage at all costs. But here's the problem, and I abide by this Tyson quote. You know it. We said it on the show before.
Yes.
Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Ain't nobody scared.
The Ravens got a plan. But the Ravens had a plan last year in the playoffs. Oh, we going to stop Derrick Henry. I went on the show and said, hey, the Ravens, that's what you got to do to stop Derrick Henry. They came out there and they said, we ain't scared. Derrick Henry had 195 yards. Okay, this year, the Ravens had a plan in their rematch. We going to stop Derrick Henry. He not about to do this against us. Not this Ravens defense is top 10 and stopping the run. Derrick Henry had 133 yards. The Ravens have a plan until that lip starts getting bloodied. Then that plan go out the window. Let me give it to you like this. This is why Baltimore Ravens fans should truly be worried about this Tennessee game. This is why I don't yet believe the hype. Last year, Tennessee went up 14-0 in the playoffs. It was game over. The Ravens are not built to come back, game over. Well, then this year, Marcellus, okay, the Ravens, all you have to do, don't let the Titans get ahead. We're not built to come back. So if y'all get ahead, Baltimore Ravens, y'all win the game. Ravens go up 14-3. Should be game over.
It should be wrapped.
You would think.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, here comes Tennessee, storming back, takes it into overtime. Lamar Jackson 3 and out. Derrick Henry 20-yard rushing touchdown to win the game. So the biggest reason I'm concerned, and Ravens fans should be too, if the Titans take a lead, it's game over, Baltimore. Sorry about you. If the Ravens take a lead, it's still not game over because the Titans have shown they can come back. So Baltimore Ravens, there's no scenario in which you are ever safe in that game until the scoreboard reads 0-0:0-0.
Okay, strong take. Here's the thing. Here's the pushback. You keep talking about this plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Sir.
When they face the Titans, they know the plan, but what are the Titans going to do to punch the Ravens in the mouth with when they got the 28th ranked defense and 29th in pass defense? Did you watch that game against the Texans? Did you see Deshaun Watson doing what he wanted to do? And hard to contain him in terms of that pass defense against them. And now you talk about a hotter team. It's weird to say you're hotter than you were when you were 14-2 last year, but last year they were in cruise control. We all know that feature in the car. You get up to a certain speed and you just let it coast. This year, they are on the gas, big dog. Won their last 5 games. They've won all 5-0, and they won by a combined score of 37-18 is the average score. Lamar Jackson, 15 total touchdowns, 3 picks, a 115 passer rating. Defense holding 3 opponents under 15.